So heal the land, heal the people, and Cwelcwelt Kuk, we are well. And that, this is what we're doing here with the garden. We are situated on prime #1 agricultural land, superior to almost anywhere else in North America. Here on the Cwelcwelt Reserve, for millennia, our people have hunted and fished and farmed and gathered our own food, and we still persist in that. All of that history has inspired me in my role as the founder and curator of research and relationships for the Working Group on Indigenous Food Sovereignty.
And the purpose is to provide good organic food for our families and community, and also to teach people about gardening, because a lot of people want to garden but they don't have the skills. So teaching all different kind of sustainable techniques like water conservation and organic gardening, and also food preservation, what to do with the food when it's ready.
Since I've been a kid, I've been always food sustainable, right? Like hunting and fishing, hunting moose, deer, elk, fishing wild sockeye, and eating out of our organic garden that we've grown ourselves. So it's just the way I grew up and the way I want my children to learn, right? So, and it's all about food sustainability and providing that good, clean food that we know where it came from.
How our people adopted agriculture and became really good at it. There's a really rich history of that in this valley. We make sure we have a diversity of plants and combinations of plants to encourage biodiversity, whether it's pollinators or to encourage healthy associations and kind of the chemistry between plants that enhances where they enhance each other's growth.
It's on the Cwelcwelt Band land that's owned by the whole membership, and we just hope to be able to keep on using it and growing food, and especially teaching people. The goal too is for people to teach people so they would have their own gardens at their homes and they could do this themselves too. Traditionally, we were hunters and gatherers and gathered all our food off the land. As a result of our people learning farming at residential school, our people became gardeners and farmers, and they would have huge organic gardens, like they took care of the soil. So they were really food sufficient back then, enough for themselves and other community members. And we have a real responsibility to uphold those teachings, like for conserving water, not putting any chemicals on the soil, and be able to grow really good food like here at this garden. A lot of people probably can't afford good organic food or even eat it. If you do your garden, you could have enough food to last you the whole year until next garden season.
After the early settler days, in the fur and food trade days, at that time this valley was full of elk, thousands of elk roaming on the grasslands here.
We do have elk moving in the territory, which is very significant to us in this area. Like, we always have the minds of planting different vegetation that's going to kind of attract the elk in this area. We want to live, with the elk and live with the animals and, have them in this area. It's a beautiful habitat for elk to be in, so the more we nurture that and promote that, the herd will grow around here.
My mother-in-law told me that when she was growing up, it was the same that we grew. Our communities grew so much food, and they had cellars full of food that during the Great Depression, they would feed people from town. People from town would come over and say, could we have some potato peelings? But they would say, no, we'll give you the potatoes. And that when they were asked about the Depression, they said, what is a depression? They didn't even know what it was, because it didn't even affect them at all. They had so much food. So I'd really like to see our people really take over more of the food growing on our properties, on our land.
The more food we could produce on our own, and the more good, clean food we could produce, this leads to a healthy community.
And we really want to show a model here of foodland conservation and what it means to have the counter narrative to the big industrial kind of techno-bureaucratic framework for agriculture, science, and technology development, and that there's a much more sustainable model. And we take that responsibility to steward this land and to keep that memory of their knowledge and our heritage, both our biodiversity and our cultural heritage, alive here.